Welcome to our Sunday donation yoga. It is my pleasure to be here with you all. My name is Leanne from Two Hearts Dance and Yoga. And today, every week, we always have a different cause for our Sunday donation. And today, I'm super happy to have Clean Ocean Action. They are a wonderful organization that helps the ocean, helps our beaches, helps keep things clean, and helps advocate for clean ocean. And because it is Ocean Month, July is Ocean Month, I'm so happy to be able to have our Clean Ocean Action Allison here with us today. Allison, thanks so much for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what Clean Ocean Action is doing today?
Okay, great. Thank you so much for having us. I'm Allie with Clean Ocean Action. I do marketing communications, and I've been with the group for about 3 years. So Clean Ocean Action is a Jersey Shore-based ocean advocacy group located in Long Branch in northern Monmouth County. Our mission is to improve degraded water quality off the marine waters of New Jersey and also the New York coast. So the New Jersey-New York Bight is what it's called. Clean Ocean Action identifies the sources of pollution and mounts an attack on each source by using research, public education, and citizen action to convince our public officials to enact and enforce measures which will clean up and protect our ocean. So some highlights over Clean Ocean Action's 36 years of advocacy work include the end of ocean dumping. That's really where Clean Ocean Action, or COA, was formed in 1984 with the task to end ocean dumping. So now 36 years later, all ocean dump sites have been closed. And this is back when New Jersey was known as the ocean dumping capital of the world. So that was why we started, and then just kept going from there. We also are very well known for the statewide beach sweeps program. So twice a year, thousands of volunteers clean up debris at over 60 locations along the New Jersey shore, the ocean beaches, bay beaches, and river beaches. We do work on the Delaware River as well, and even have some sites up in Bergen County. So the goal of the program is not only to eliminate the sources of debris that can get into the waterways, harm marine life, degrade water quality, but also we tabulate that data. So all the data we collect is then publicized in an annual report, and we share that information with towns, with elected officials, and it's used a lot in litter laws, and it really has come in handy recently in legislation that's being formed to reduce single-use plastics in the state. And most recently, it's being used in a new bill, which we could all use your help supporting this bill. We have a petition on our website. So it's to eliminate balloon releases in New Jersey outdoors, because balloons are a really big source of harm to birds and marine life, and often mistaken for food. And so then, one highlight, a couple highlights from the Beach Sweeps program, real quick, is last year, the data on cigarette butt pollution was featured in National Geographic's Planet or Plastic feature, which was a really big deal for us. This cigarette pollution data was also used to eliminate smoking on New Jersey's beaches. And cumulatively, since the 2019 data, we have volunteers have removed over 7 million pieces of debris from New Jersey beaches over the 34 years of the program. So for ways to get involved, to volunteer at the beach sweeps, it's a little bit in flux with the COVID situation, how we're going to be handling the beach sweeps program in October. But I would highly recommend following our social media pages. We're very active on there, and we post a lot of action alerts and ways to get involved and take action, in ways that you don't have to donate any money. You could just help us sign a petition, call an elected official. So I would suggest following us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Clean Ocean Action. And then also we are in the middle of our summer appeal right now. So if you're in a position to make a donation, you can visit our website, cleanoceanaction.org, to learn more about that.
Awesome.
And just thank you all so much for coming. So, thank you for taking the time to hear me out, and hope you have a beautiful yoga class and a beautiful Sunday.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Allison. It's such a pleasure to have you here. And thank you for highlighting all the wonderful, beautiful work that you're doing through Clean Ocean Action. Of course, all of the donations from today's class will go directly to Clean Ocean Action, and we're super happy to be able to do that. We all enjoy being at the ocean. We all enjoy spending time at the ocean with our families, or just being by the water. So take that into account whenever you are enjoying that time. But want to keep the ocean clean, we want to keep our areas clean, and we really want to promote everything that Clean Ocean Action is doing. So thank you so much for joining us today. So
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. It's really our pleasure. So we're going to get on into our yoga practice today. Thank you all so much for being here. As always, make sure you're taking good care of yourself. It's a really hot day here, so make sure that you're drinking water. If you need any breaks, feel free to take them. Really, this is your practice, so modifying and changing up the movement if you need to. I'm just here to kind of guide you through it, all right? So we're going to get started. We're going to come on to our mats, get into a nice comfortable seat here. And because it is Ocean Month and we're kind of reflecting our energy through the ocean and with Clean Ocean Action, we're going to start with a little Ujjayi breath. So I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Awesome, very cool. I love to see this thumbs up. We're going to start with a little bit of ocean breathing, or Ujjayi breath. You might be familiar with this. It's pretty common in a yoga vinyasa practice, but if you're not familiar with it, it's really breath to create calming and relaxation from within, but it also mimics the ocean, okay? So we're gonna place one hand on the heart, the other on the belly. Kind of just take a moment to check in with yourself. Allow yourself to be present in the moment. Maybe close the eyes if that is comfortable for you. If you're just joining, just make sure you mute so that we can use the Zenful practice here together. Awesome, thanks so much. And just allowing your breath to be calm and releasing, noticing if your breath is in your chest. See if you can bring it down to your lower belly. Allowing yourself to let go of anything you might be holding on to, so relax those shoulders, relax your face. Allow that breath rhythm to come into play. An option to continue your breath just as you normally would, that's completely fine. But if you do choose to take the ocean breathing or Ujjayi breath, you want to take a deep breath in. Keep the mouth closed while you breathe out. And allow that breath to really fill up the airways. So even fill up your mouth. So even placing your tongue at the top of your mouth. Some call this the Darth Vader breath because of that noise, but to me it's the ocean breath, Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Good. So really trying to create this breath, closing the mouth off and placing the tongue at the top of the mouth when you breathe out. Nice deep breaths in through the nose. It takes a little moment to kind of settle into that breath. And if you're not sure if you're doing it right, we can always talk through it. But just allow yourself to find that kind of ocean sensation. So we all know what the ocean sounds like, that nice, beautiful sound of the waves crashing and that nice kind of feel of the ocean that it gives you. So creating that in the body, even if you're not completely sure of the breath. We'll take a few more breaths here, about 5 more breaths in your Ujjayi breath. A little audible here. Nice deep breaths. And then returning back to your normal breath, how you normally would. So maybe noticing if just that focus on your breath keeps a nice rhythm to your practice today. Noticing if just focusing on your breath brings you more internal. Noticing if that Ujjayi breath brings you more calmness. And then we'll let the arms come up, up, up to the sky. Let them come back into heart center. Inhale. Nice big breath. Arms reach, reach, reach up to the sky. Maybe the gaze comes up this time, coming back into heart center. And once more, nice big expansive breath, creating this nice aura of energy around yourself, coming back into heart center. I invite you to set your intention for your practice today. Maybe that's creating the calmness that the ocean might bring us. Or maybe it's something very simple that will create positivity and bring you on into a new week in the best way. Whatever that is, set the intention for yourself. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Nice. We'll let our arms come up, up, up to the sky, and then take an easy twist to the back of your room. So sitting up nice and tall, create that nice twist, relax the shoulder down the back. Maybe the gaze looks over the shoulder as you twist there. Take a moment, knowing that our twists through our body create clarity, create a sense of calmness in yourself. So allow that to create that place in your body. Inhale, arms come up, up, up to the sky. Exhale to twist to the opposite direction, nice and gentle, allowing that clarity through the body, kind of bringing ourselves out as we start our practice. But then allow that clarity to come through the mind as well, right? Allow it to come into the mind, the spirit, the emotions, clarity through all. Arms come all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Option to clasp the hands behind the lower back here. Or you can grab opposite elbows, whatever feels best for you. But really open the heart nice and big. Let the gaze look up to the sky. Relax those shoulders. Lead your practice, lead your life, lead everything that you do with an open heart. That way we can always create more hope, more opportunity for ourselves, but also reflecting that outward to others as we just move in our journey through whatever we're doing. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, let that open heart carry you through your practice. And we'll start to bring ourselves onto tabletop position. So starting to make that transition, reminder to let the transitions be just as important as the actual positions that we get into today. Knowing that the transitions, the place that you're taking, the way to get to the destination is going to matter just as much. So finding your way to tabletop position. On the inhale, let the gaze and the heart shine forward. Drop the belly down for cow. Exhale, look into the belly button for cat. Round through that back. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, round through your back, nice and gentle. Take a few more of these on your very own pace. Nice, slow, juicy start today. We're in no rush. We're just taking our time, moving through the body, creating those transitions of comfort and ease. Never strain, never force. Good. Maybe take two more. Nice, slow, juicy start. Sometimes it's hard to slow down, so create that for yourself. It's okay to slow down. Let your right hand come out as though you're going to give a handshake, straight and flex into the left leg. Create that nice long line of energy, engage the core, breathe. On the inhale, find that breath. Maybe the foot comes off of your mat. Inhale, bring everything into your intra-body. Exhale as you reach out nice and long, good. Inhale, bringing everything in. So creating that nice breath, that ocean breath. Exhale, and once more, inhale. And exhale, reach, reach, reach. Coming back down onto solid ground underneath you. Send that left arm out for a handshake, straighten and flex into the right leg. Option to keep that foot on the ground or rise it above. Either way, nice long energy line through the fingertips and the heel. Breathe, breathe, breathe. On the inhale, we'll bring everything inward. Exhale as you reach nice and long. Beautiful, everyone. Inhale, coming in. Exhale as you reach, reach, reach. And then coming back down into heart center. Good. We'll put back down onto the solid ground underneath you. We'll place all of our weight into our right hand, opening up through the left shoulder and the left hip. Rise that left arm up to the sky. Feel that nice long energy line as though someone's pulling you up from the clouds. Option to stay here, or option to take a full plank if you choose, bringing that bottom knee off the ground. Wherever you are, create the breath. Right? So if you're holding your breath, you're making things so much harder for yourself. How can you create breath in your practice? Exhale, come back down through the center. Hands come back down onto the ground. Option to bring the knees down, or you can come through a plank. And then put all of your weight into the left hand this time. Right shoulder, right hip open up to the sky, arm reaches up. Feel that lift coming out of yourself to reach. Good. Option to keep that bottom knee down or coming onto a full plank, bringing that knee up, your choice. Whatever it is, let it be intentional. Exhale to come back down through the center, both hands on the ground. Very good. We're gonna start to transition into our very first downward facing dog of the day. So allow yourself to get there however you need to. Maybe you go into a plank first to kind of see where your hands and your feet are. Find that good distance. And then push back through the hips. Allow yourself to take a moment to settle into this. So pushing down through the fingertips so that you're taking the weight out of the wrists. And then walk through the feet if you need to. Wiggle through the hips, whatever you need. Take a moment to release here. Allow the head and the neck to be heavy and long. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, release. Very good. We're going to look at the hands in front of us. Start to gently tiptoe our feet to the top of our mat to meet our hands in a forward fold. Bend your knees nice and deeply. Allow yourself to drape and hang here. Maybe shake the head yes and no. And breathe every single exhale into your lower back. Allow the lower back to receive that energy. Nice calming. Very good. Maybe imagine as though your feet are in the sand and you're playing in the water, creating that ocean imagery as we continue with our practice today for Ocean Month. Good. On the inhale, we're going to start to roll up one vertebrae at a time up to standing. Take your time as we create this sun salutation. Head is the last thing to rise at the top. Let the arms come up, up, up to the sky. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward folds. Very nice. We'll take one more of these sun salutations on your very own breath. Really make it your own. Inhale as you roll up at your own time, your own pace, your own intention. Rising up from the bottom up, blooming. Let the arms rise at the top. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Beautiful. Inhale to come halfway up, making your own. Exhale, forward fold. We'll place our hands down onto our mat. We'll step our right foot back behind us. Really allow yourself to create some stability here. We're going to lower the knee, untuck the toe. Knees over the ankle. Option to stay here in this kind of low half of a lunge, or option to push a little bit farther up, bringing the arms above you. Really feel this stretch in the quad and allow yourself to create that breath, that relaxation through the shoulders, through the face. Option to take a mini back bend here, kind of like we're basking in the sun. Good. Exhale to come back down. Place the hands on either side of the foot. And then we're going to untuck the back foot. Bring that back knee up off of the ground. Option to stay here in this low runner's lunge, or option to rise up to your full crescent lunge. Good. Your choice wherever you are. Knee is over the ankle. Find that stability. Breathe. We're still in the back ball of the foot. Relax the shoulders. Relax your face. Inhale to rise up through that front knee. Exhale to bend. Beautiful. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale to bend. Nice, slow start. We are. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale to bend. We're going to stay bent here and then bring our arms out to cactus. Take a few side bends, just establishing our core strength. It's there. Beautiful. We're going to take our right hand, bring it to the right behind the right thigh. Yeah, so my right hand is coming to my right thigh. Let that left arm come up. Good. So another chance to kind of bask in the sun here. Nice, beautiful energy going outward. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, arms come back down to the ground. Option to move through your vinyasa flow. So if you're moving through the flow, maybe bringing the knees down, lower on the exhale, squeeze those elbows into the center body. Inhale to maybe come up to a baby cobra or cobra, your choice, and then pushing back to downward dog. Now remember that you can skip that vinyasa entirely, or you can make it your own by just moving through the flow however you choose at your own pace. This is your practice, so make it your own. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, release. One more deep cleansing breath. Exhale, let it all out. We'll take a look at the hands. Start to walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat for a forward fold. Let it go. Bending those knees. Time to take your sun salutation at your own pace, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to the sky. So loop that sun today. It's a beautiful summer day. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Sun salutation. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to your mat. Step that left foot back behind you this time. We're going to gently lower that knee, untuck the toe. Option to stay here, feeling that quad stretch. Or you can always place the hands at the top of the thigh or up all the way. Either way, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. Good. Feel that stretch through the quad here. Nice deep stretch. Option to take a mini back bend if you wish. A little basking in the sun. Good. Breathing. Exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Option to stay here, option to rise that knee above the ground. And then if you wish, option to stay here or option to rise up to a full crescent lunge on this opposite side. Good. Push down through the earth, knees over the ankle. Breathe. Allow yourself to slow down, yeah? Sometimes we can get caught up in that fast-paced life. But allow this nice Sunday ocean breeze to come over you and slow you down. Nice. We'll bring the arms back out to cactus. Take a few side bends. Engaging that core. Finding your balance internally. That's it. Good. Then we're going to take our left hand, bring it to the back of the left thigh. Rise the right arm up to the sky. Maybe the head tilts back just a little bit. Feel that empowerment. Nice, strong, strong warrior that you are. Yes. Again, as we inhale, exhale to bring the hands down to the ground. Option to move through your flow or meet us in downward dog, your choice. Let it be intentional, yeah? So every little bit that you do is more than enough. Remind yourself of that. There's no need to do anything more, anything less than what you want to do today. And finding yourself, however you get there, back to your downward dog. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, cleansing breath. Once more, nice deep inhale. Exhale, cleansing breath. Good. We're going to send our right heel up to the sky. So let that right heel shine up to the sky. We're going to step that foot in between the knees, in between the hands. And then we're going to spin that back ball of our foot so that our heel comes down in the back. Good. So bringing that heel down in the back. When you're ready, we're going to arrive at our warrior one. Good. So lead with your heart as you come up every time. Really allow that to bring you up to standing. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. If you need to step that left foot out a little bit to achieve the square hips, feel free to do so. Knee is still over the ankle in the front. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Are you breathing? Beautiful. On the inhale, we'll rise up through that front knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise, nice and big. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise, this time we open up to warrior two. So open the hips up to the side. Just gonna tilt this a little bit. So coming into your warrior two. So you guys can see me a little bit better. There we go. So my right knee is still in front, just as we were in warrior one. I just shifted my hips open to the side to warrior two. Good. Engage the core here, engage the side body, and then let your arms be an extension of your energy, yeah? Look out past your right middle finger, off into the sunset, off into the distance, out into the ocean, whatever it is that you're imagining. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, good. We're gonna bring the arms into our center body. Exhale to open the arms nice and big, kind of creating these wings. Inhale to come in. Exhale, let your wings open. Exhale to come back in. Exhale, very nice. Flip that front palm. Reach all the way to the back of your room, reverse warrior. So lift out of this right side body. Allow yourself to lift up, look up, reach up. Beautiful. Inhale to come back up to your warrior two. We'll flip the back palm this time, looking and reaching to the front or to the sky, your choice, wherever feels best. Stay lifted through this right side body. Breathe. Good. Are you breathing? Find that breath. Inhale, we'll rise back up. Nice strong warrior that you are. Give yourself that praise. Take a nice deep breath. Let your body respond. Inhale, we'll flip both palms. On the inhale, we'll rise up through the front knee. Let the arms come above you. Exhale to bend. Inhale, arms come up above you. Exhale to bend. This time, look up to the sky when you reach up. It makes a difference. Good. Once more, let that gaze come up when your arms reach up. Exhale to bend, very nice. We're gonna flip that front palm. We're gonna reach all the way to the back of our room, reverse warrior. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down to your mat. Take your time getting back down. Move through your vinyasa, or you can always meet us in downward dog. If you need a moment of rest, take that too. Whatever you need, let it be there for you. Find what it is that you need today. It can be different than it was yesterday. Whatever is speaking to you, let it happen. We'll find our way back to a downward dog, however you need to get there. Take a nice big cleansing breath, let it go. Nice. On the inhale, we'll send our left heel up the back, so let that left heel shine up to the sky. We'll step that left foot in between the hands. This time we'll spin on the back ball of the foot. So spin on that ball of the foot, bring that heel down. When you're ready, let your heart lift you up to warrior one. Good. Continue to breathe there. I see you. You're doing wonderful. Breathing. Beautiful, Heidi. Very nice. Continue to breathe. Very nice, Eladia. Beautiful. Doing good, Dad. Awesome. Keep breathing there. Find that breath on the inhale. We'll rise up through the front knee. Exhale as you bend. Good. Let that breath carry you up, up, up. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to bend. Once more. Inhale as you rise. This time we open up to warrior two. So open up those hips to the side of your room. Left knee is still over the ankle. We've just shifted our hips open. And now we're going to let our energy really reflect out through our fingertips. Look out beyond your middle finger, out beyond yourself. Imagine that beautiful ocean horizon, whatever it is that you need to imagine looking out to. Breathe. Woo! Heating up here, right? Take a nice big inhale, exhale, release. On the inhale, bring your arms in toward your center body. Maybe give yourself a hug. Exhale as you open up. Inhale, bring everything in, give yourself an embrace. Exhale, let those wings flap open. Inhale once more. Exhale, nice and wide energy. Very good. We'll flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room, reverse warrior. Create that length. So really pushing and pulling outside of your body. Find the breath. Most important part. Always the most important part of yoga is your breath. Remember that. Everything else is just icing on the cake. Breathe. Inhale to come back up. Nice strong warrior that you are. Flip that back palm. Look to the sky or the front, your choice. Arm reaches up. Find that breath. Not leaning into the left thigh, but lifting out of that side body. Breathing, breathing. Take a moment to take a nice deep breath here, whatever you need. Inhale to come back up through a nice tall warrior. Good. We'll put both palms on the inhale, rise the knee up. Let the arms come above you. Exhale to bend. Take nice deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Let that gaze follow your arms up, up, up to the sky. Exhale to bend. Again, allow this breath to cool you down. Exhale. We've got one more just because it feels so good. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We'll put the front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room, reverse warrior. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down gently, down to the ground. Take your flow, however you need to. If it's not in your vision to do a vinyasa, then don't do it. Find what you need. Find what works for you. We're gonna find our way back to downward dog, however that looks for you. And then we're gonna lower our knees down. We're gonna come into a child's pose. Nice and wide. Let those knees be nice and wide. Let the big toes touch at the back of your mat. Allow yourself to settle into your child's pose however you need to. Maybe the arms come in front or maybe they come behind you. Whatever you need. Take a moment to reconnect. Breathing. Reconnecting with yourself, reconnecting with the earth. We'll take about 2 more breaths here. Nice deep breaths, intentional. Exhale, sigh it out. Give yourself the permission to rest. Give yourself the permission to breathe deeply. Woo. And then whatever else that you need, we'll start to roll on top of our spines, coming back up Head is the last thing to rise up, so I'm on top of my knees here. We're gonna take our shoulders, roll them forward. Exhale, draw them down the back. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale, release. And once more, kind of reconnecting, re-energizing, and preparing for the best. Good. We'll bring our hands back down onto the earth. We'll start to make our way to a forward fold. So however you need to get there, I'm gonna move through my downward dog and then walk my feet forward. However your transition is, just be intentional. We're gonna bring our feet about shoulder width apart, bend through the knees, allow yourself to drape and hang here. If you wanna kind of stretch out the hamstrings, feel free to do that by kind of rocking side to side. Whatever you need, release. Bend the knees if you need to. We'll take our peace fingers, wrap them around the big toes, and let the elbows go to the sides of your room for yogi toe lock. Good. Take a moment here to shake the head yes and no. Option to stay here or option to let yourself come to a forward, flat back by rising the heart up. Exhale, release. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, release. Beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna start to heel toe our feet together slightly. So big toes are touching slightly in the center. Bend through your knees, and when you're ready, rise your heart up, coming into your first chair pose of today. I'm gonna move back so you can see me a little bit more. So the chair pose is not about getting low, it is about the stability underneath you. So spread your toes nice and wide. Really place those toes back into the earth. You're rooting down here. All four corners of the feet into the earth. Knees come slightly behind the toes. Engage your core. Open up your heart. Let the arms come up. Breathe deeply. I know. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. Sway it out. You're doing great. Continue that energy. Let it shine forward. On the inhale, sitting back into our chair pose, nice and strong. Maybe a little more stable this time. If it's not, find that stability within. It's there. We're going to bring our hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to lengthen our spine forward. We're going to take a twist over to the right side. So you can twist, or you can twist a little deeper by bending. Your choice. Wherever you are, just create that twist. Find your breath, find your stability. Maybe the arms blossom open. On the inhale, we're going to arrival back to the front. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. Sway it out. Let it go. Inhale, we'll sit back into our chair pose. Find that chair pose that works for you. Beautiful. I see some really lovely chair poses. That's awesome. You guys look wonderful. You're breathing. Believe it or not, I see that you're breathing. That's awesome. Take a nice deep breath. We'll bring the hands into heart center. Lengthen through that spine. Take your twist over to the left side. Good. So find the twist that works for you. Does not have to be so much. Remember, every little bit is enough. Maybe the arms blossom open. Breathe. Most important part, yeah? That's it. Inhale, we'll start to unravel back to the front. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. Sway it all out. Good. Find that breath. We'll take one last chair pose or option to rest, your choice. On the inhale, finding that last chair pose. Maybe you add a smile because you're so happy it's the last one. Good. We'll bring the hands to heart center. Option to stay here or option to rock to the balls of the feet. So lifting the heels off of your mat. Exhale to lower those heels. Inhale, finding that stability, finding that core, breathing. Exhale, lower the heels. And once more, maybe you stay at the top. Maybe you stay for a balance. So see if you can spread the toes even wider here to create more of a platform for yourself. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, start to lower all the way down to your mat. Yes, you made it. Awesome. All right, we're gonna come on to a Malasana. So we're gonna bring our left leg out. You wanna try to bring your left heel down to the ground. So if that means being up a little bit higher, that's okay. We're just starting to open up our hips a little bit. So we're gonna go back and forth from the left side to the right side, however you need to. You want to try to keep those heels down as best as you can. That might mean making your stance wider. That might mean coming up a little bit higher, whatever it is. Just really stretching out the hips here. No need to force anything. So just preparing ourselves for a yogi squat in this moment here. We'll take one more sway back and forth. Feeling those hips open. And then maybe you come into your yogi squat. If not, that's okay too. Just find what works for you. If you're coming into yogi squat, you want your heels to be down. So bring your stance nice and wide so that you can find that place to sit up nice and tall. Breathe. Take a moment here for yourself. And today I'm going to offer a free flow for you. So it's exactly what it sounds like. You're free to do whatever you like on your mat for the next 10 or so breaths. That way you can get to whatever poses that you might want to get to. Maybe you want to rest for all 10 breaths. That's fine too. Maybe you have a muscle that's bothering you today and you want to stretch that out for those 10 breaths. Whatever it is, I just want you to take this time for yourself and allow yourself to settle into your free flow practice, yeah? So I always encourage, even off of your mat, take those moments where you can find time to do exactly what your body needs. This is one of those moments. So maybe it's just shaking things out. Maybe it's just resting, taking a breath, taking a drink of water. I hope that you find these moments through everything that you do and make them your own, yeah? We'll take about 3 more breaths wherever you need to be on your free flow. Maybe you're trying to get to a certain pose today. Not sure if I'm going to get to it, so this is your chance to get to it. Take that time. We'll take 1 more breath, nice deep cleansing breath. And then we'll find our way back into our yogi squat so we can reunite our practice. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, release. We'll place our hands down in front of us, start to straighten through the knees. You can bring your stance nice and wide. Nice wide forward fold. We'll slightly turn our toes out to the diagonal. So toes are kind of going out to the diagonal. And we're finding a place that feels good for us. You can bend through your knees if you need to. We're just going to take a few sways here. Imagine as though you're playing in the sand or playing at just where the waves come and touch. Creating that ocean energy on and off the mat, whatever we do. Good. We'll start to walk our hands over to the right side. So bringing your hands over to your right ankle. Really place all 4 corners of your feet down into the earth. That way you know you're not relying on your heels or too much on your toes. Really finding that equal standing weight. And then send your right arm up to the sky for a twist. Remember that those twists create clarity in the body, but also allow it to reflect through your mind. Breathe. Nice. We'll bring our hands down to our mat, start to walk our hands over to the left side this time. Bringing the hands over to the left side, option to stay here, or an option to send the left arm up to the sky. Remember all 4 corners of those feet into the earth. Breathing. Exhale to come down through the center. We're going to bend deeply through our knees. Make sure your toes are slightly turned out. We're going to start to roll up through the spine into our goddess or horse pose, however you want to imagine it. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. Good. So you want to align the spine here as best as you can. So if you're sticking your bottom out, bring it underneath you. Relax your shoulders. Nice stacked spine, like you had building blocks as a body. Everything would be stacked up nice and evenly. Good. Bring the arms out to cactus. Feel that breath, feel that power. On the inhale, open the heart to the sky. Exhale, round through the back, bring the hands in front of you, chin toward the chest. Inhale, open up nice and big. Gaze looks up. Exhale, round through the back, chin to chest. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, round through the back. Good. From here, we're going to bring our hands back to cactus. Take a few side bends here. Maybe you feel a little more stable now than you did at the beginning of class. Maybe not. That's okay too. Just seeing where you are as far as your core stands and as far as your balance stands. Good. We're gonna bring our arms up, up, up. We're gonna reach through our knees, let the arms come up to the sky. Exhale, my hands come down through the center. Inhale, reach through those knees. Exhale, bring it back in. And once more, nice big expansive reach. Exhale, come back through the center. Good. We're gonna shake it off and we're gonna get on into our balancing series here. So if you need a wall or something to hold on to, then that's perfectly fine. But I think you have it within you to find the balance however you need to, okay? It's all right here, right? All right, so we're gonna start with a dancer's pose. We're gonna place all of our weight into our left foot. We're gonna grab to the inside or the outside of the right ankle, your choice. I'm gonna try to keep the knees as parallel as possible, whether you're grabbing in or out. It really just matters how your shoulders are set. Send that left arm out in front of you. Maybe this is your dancer's pose for today, and that is more than enough. Or maybe you decide to lean on into it. Breathing. You can also slightly bend that supporting knee to create a little more stability. Wherever you are, find the breath. Beautiful. Very nice. Inhale, we're going to scoop our knee into our chest. Give yourself a hug. Gratitude goes a long way. Exhale, step down, sway it out, let it go. Very nice. Getting ready for our other side. Plant all of your weight into the right leg. We're going to send all of that weight there. And then grab to the inside or the outside of the left ankle. Send that right arm in front of you. Maybe this is your dancer's pose for today. That's more than enough. Or maybe you decide to lean on into it, wherever you are. Breathing. Can you find focus on breath? A lot of times we hold our breath when we're trying to balance. Let's see where that breath can take you. A little more stable. Breathe. Inhale, we'll bring our knee into our chest, scoop it in. Exhale, step down, sway it out. Very good. We're gonna take one more balancing pose. We have enough time for it. We're gonna take our right knee, we're gonna scoop it in toward our chest. So bring the hands right to the front of the knee, flex that foot. Option to stay here, or option to bring that knee open to the side, reach the left arm out in front of you. Continue to breathe there. Sorry, my lighting, the sun is kind of drowning out my lighting there. There we go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Option to stay here or option to take a heel stretch. If you do take a heel stretch, grab with your peace fingers around the big toe. Keep the knee bent if you need to. Just find where you are. No need to stress or try to force anything. Just find what works. Inhale, we'll draw everything back into the center. Exhale, step down, let it go. Good. So find that heel stretch that works for you. It can be completely bent in both knees. What matters most is that you stand up nice and tall, so no hunching over into it. Stand up tall, let your knees take you however you go, okay? We'll squeeze that left knee in toward our chest. Option to stay here. This is more than enough, right? Finding that stability, that balance, spread the toes, breathe. Maybe you bring it open. Maybe this is exactly where you want to be. That's more than enough. If you want to keep going, 2 fingers come around the big toe on that left side. Option to go to your heel stretch. Do not force it. Just find what works. Remember to stand up nice and tall. We're not hunching. We're not slouching. We're standing up nice and tall on top of our spine, wherever we are. Nice deep breath. Good. Squeeze everything back into the center. Give yourself a hug. You need that hug. Yes. Exhale, step down, sway it out. Let it go. Good. Give yourself gratitude. Yeah. Maybe you took a little more of a risk than you normally take. That's awesome. On the inhale, let the arms come up, up, up to the sky. Exhale to dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to make our way back down onto our mat. So take your time getting back down. Good. We're going to come into our lizard lunge today. Option to take a pigeon if you wish, or option to take it onto your back. So 3 options here. You're taking your lizard lunge. The right leg comes to the outside. Whoops, need to move this down. The right leg comes to the outside of the right hand. Okay. You can keep the back knee down, toes tucked. Stay here, knees over the ankle. Wobble on the outside blade of the foot if you choose. This is more than enough. Option to stay there. Option to go into pigeon by drawing that knee in between the hands, kind of wiggling around, finding your hips to be square, so hips still need to face the front. Back leg is right behind you. So find that place of alignment, and then from there, release wherever you can go. Last option is to come onto the back and take a figure four. And you can do that here. It's still a very good hip opener. All three are very great hip openers. Just select the one that works for you. I always give that option because everyone has different hip flexors and different openings of their hips. So you want to pick what works for you. Yeah? Awesome. Good. We're going to be here for a few breaths, so allow yourself to settle in wherever you are. If you need to readjust, that's fine too. Just allowing the hips to open wherever they choose to open today. It changes. Breathing. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Nice deep breaths. And then we'll start to make our way out of this. So if you need to send yourself to a child's pose, feel free to do that. Or if you kind of just need to find a counter pose that works for you. I'm going to take a child's pose because it just feels right today. Woo! Take a nice deep cleansing breath wherever you are. Let that go. We're going to transition on to the other side. So option to do any one of those 3 options. The lizard lunge, the pigeon. So lizard lunge, here, the pigeon in between the hands, or onto the back for the figure 4. Whichever one is speaking to you today, go ahead and do that. It doesn't have to be the same that you did on the other side. I'm going to take a figure 4 because I know my left hip is not happy today. So find what works for you. This is what this practice is all about. That is why I love yoga so much, because it is what you want to make it. So do that. Yeah? We'll take a few more breaths here. Maybe just a few more. Allow that hip opening to open your mind. Find you in a nice, good place. Finding peace in the pose, that's what we're here for. We'll start to make our way out of it. So if you need to take a child's pose or just a kind of counter stretch that works for you, go ahead and do that. Great. Good. We'll start to make our way back up. So coming into a tabletop or a plank, your choice, whatever feels best for you. We're going to lower ourselves down onto our mats with our bellies flat against our mat. So make your way there however you need to. Take a nice big inhale at the top and then lower back down. Good. So we're going to take locust pose 3 different times. We're going to bring our hands down by our hips. Sorry, this a little low. Bring our hands down by our hips, turn the palms to face the earth. And then let the back of your neck be nice and long. Maybe you bring your chin to your mat or your forehead, your choice. And then we start to rise our hearts off of our mat. So maybe it's just a little bit this time. Maybe the fingertips come off, maybe the toes, maybe the knees, wherever you are. Just breathing. Nice deep breath at the top. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, release all the way down, turn your cheek for a rest. Great. Nice, nice, nice. Good. Getting ready for our next locust pose. So maybe rising the heart off of your mat this time. Option to take any variation. So maybe you clasp the hands behind the lower back, opening the heart a little bit more. Wherever you are, finding that breath. Maybe you grab to one of your feet, your choice. Whoop. Find your breath. Take a nice big inhale at the top wherever you are. Exhale, release all the way back down. Turn your cheek for a rest. We're going to take one more locust pose or whatever variation you choose. If you want, you can bend into the knees. Keep the knees together. But then maybe you grab to the outsides of the ankles. Wherever you are, just allow it to be safe and comforting to you. No force, no strain. Find what works. Option to rest always. We'll take a nice big inhale at the top. Ooh, exhale, coming all the way down. Let it go. Windshield wiper those legs behind you, releasing through the lower back, nice and gentle. Good. And then with the most kind and nurturing energy that you have within yourself, we're gonna flip ourselves onto our back. So moving as though we're moving through water. Nice and slow, nice and easy transition. Take your time, getting there however you need to. Coming onto our backs. And then place the feet into the earth once you do reach your back. Knees go up to the sky. Hands go into your mat. We're going to take bridge 3 different times. Option to rest, of course. On the inhale, slowly rising your hips off of your mat. Maybe it's just a little bit this time. No need to force anything. Creating this inversion where our hearts are receiving the benefits here. So allowing the blood flow to come back into the heart, re-energizing, breathing. Beautiful. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, release. Bridge poses are looking great. On the inhale, starting to rise the hips off of your mat once more for your second bridge pose. Option to take any variations here. Maybe it's just lifting the hips up a little bit more. Maybe it's grabbing underneath, clasping the hands underneath the lower back. Maybe it's going to the balls of the feet, whatever it is. Just find what works for you. And breathe. Just like that. Take a nice big inhale at the top. Exhale, start to lower one vertebrae at a time back down onto your mat. Nice and gentle, gentle, gentle. Very good. We're going to take our last bridge pose or any variation of it. Of course, if you wish, you can maintain just where you were, or you can go for a back bend or wheel. That's always an option if you want to bring the hands where the shoulders are. You can also go to the crown of your head if you're not completely sure if you want to go for a back bend. Or you can just maintain where you were with the bridge, your choice. I'm just laying all the options out there for you to make a choice with yourself, okay? On the inhale, nice and safely rise to wherever you wish to go. Find your breath. Oops, I'm gonna slip. Find your breath. Make sure it's nice and safe. I almost slipped on my mat there. My blanket's not so stable. Breathing, breathing. And when you're ready, start to lower all the way back down to your mat. Very good, very good. Bring your knees in toward your chest, rocking side to side. Find your breath here. Release, release. Entering into our supine twists so that we can wring ourselves out here. We'll place our, we'll keep our right knee squeezed into our chest. So bring your hands to your right knee. Let that left leg go all the way down to the bottom of your mat. So that left leg is nice and straight, nice and strong. Down onto your mat, the right knee is in toward your chest. We're gonna option to keep everything here, or option to bring your right knee across your center line to your left side for a twist. So right knee comes to be across the center line to the left side for a twist. Option to stay here, adjust your hips at the bottom if you need to for that twist, or you can start to melt your right shoulder into the earth, and maybe that gaze looks over your right shoulder. Breathe. Nice, good twist. Find that breath. Good, nice, deep, calming breath. Maybe reverting back to that ocean breath, that Ujjayi breath. Take a few more here. Let that ocean energy rest over you, releasing, clearing out the mind, clearing out the body. When you're ready, coming back onto your back. Squeeze both knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. Getting ready for the opposite side. We'll keep the left knee squeezed into the chest. Send the right leg down to the bottom of your mat. Option to stay here, or send that left knee across your center line to the right side for your last twist. Breathing, adjust the hips. Maybe you send that left shoulder into the earth a little bit more and let the left, let your gaze come over to the left side. Breathe. Maybe returning back to that Ujjayi breath, that nice ocean breath. Let that sound of the ocean bring calmness over your body. Good. Nice deep breaths. Bringing yourself out, mind, body, spirit. Coming from a nice, good, positive place. Letting go of anything else that no longer serves us. When you're ready, start to make your way back onto your back. Squeeze those knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, rocking side to side. And then take any last bits of movement that you might need. So maybe it's stretching through the legs, maybe it's moving, rocking side to side on your mat, whatever it is, take any last bits of movement that your body needs at this time. And then when you're ready, bring yourself into a nice little ball, little seed of energy. Squeeze those knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice good embrace. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, move your face around, a little bit of face yoga. No one's watching you. And then take one more last inhale. Hold it. Exhale, release. Allow yourself to go into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. So allow the legs to come down to the bottom of your mat. Allow the arms to come out. Allow yourself to lie nice and flat onto your mat. Getting nice and comfy as you lie onto your mat. Arms are out. Legs are reaching down to the bottom of your mat. Allow yourself to truly reap the benefits of your practice as you lie there. Imagine yourself at peace and let it really overcome you. So let that peace be a part of you. If there's any last bits of movement, anything that you need, take it now. If there's anything else you're holding on to, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. And relax. Your Shavasana. Relax. Relax. Come back. Allow yourself to come back into your body, wiggling your toes and fingertips, slowly coming back in to that sensation. Let your breath deepen. Take a nice big stretch overhead, gently rolling onto your favorite side and stay there. Give yourself the gratitude, give yourself a nice big hug. Thank yourself for showing up today, for sharing your practice with us, for honoring your wellness, for devoting and dedicating this time to yourself, for slowing down, for starting your Sunday off with us. Slowly start to make your way onto a seated position so that we can reunite and end our practice together as one. Inhale, let the arms come up, up, up to the sky. Exhale to come into heart center. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale into heart center. Once more, nice big inhale. Exhale into heart center. Allow love and gratitude to carry you wherever you go. Bring the thumbs to the third eye, continuing to progress each and every day. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you for sharing your practice. On behalf of Two Hearts Dance and Yoga, we really appreciate you being here. Thank you for being a part of our donation yoga. All of our donations today will go to Clean Ocean Action, saving our oceans and saving our New Jersey beaches that I'm very fond of. And I hope to see you again soon. We will continue our practice every Sunday. If you want to donate, feel free to go back to our classes page on twoheartsdanceandyoga.com/classes. You can always place your donation there. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Start your week off on the right foot. And thank you again. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, Allison. Thanks, Malika. Awesome. Thanks, Heidi. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dad. Awesome. Great job, everyone.